Hey guys, hope everybody's well. Tonight I'm going to show you how to do a perfect two-strand twist so that you have a perfect two-strand twist out. I actually don't do twist out, just two-strand twist outs very often anymore. I much prefer to just do flat twisting because I can do a lot fewer of them. And for some reason they look even better for me. It's just my preference. They look a little bit different than a two-strand twist out, but you know, tomato, tomato. Anyhow, the product that I'm going to use is Lusty Organics olive oil hair mayonnaise. I get it from the Dollar Tree. Yes, that Dollar Tree. It's $1. It does include some mineral oil. It's water, mineral oil, and a bunch of other stuff. But I think it's pretty light. It doesn't leave my hair feeling too sticky or whatnot. And you guys know I'm a big fan of never saying never. So I don't recommend you use anything with mineral oil too frequently. But just for styling once in a while, have at it. So long as, especially if that you're doing other good things to kind of make up for the times that you're doing bad things to your hair. So if that you're washing your hair, co-washing plenty, sealing really well, kind of feeding your hair all the things that it needs, then using a product that has mineral oil or whatnot, or a sulfate or a silicone or whatnot from time to time is not a big deal. So when I'm doing two-strand twist, I actually find that they come out much better if that I start on dry hair versus wet hair. When I do them on wet hair, I find that A, I get a ton of shrinkage, and B, that it's really kind of that at nighttime when you put them in, they even once you wrap them, kind of they get all funky and get all quirky and they turn different ways and whatnot. So I have stopped doing them, and again, I rarely do these anymore, but I definitely do not do them on wet hair anymore. So starting with dry hair, I'm going to start by just sectioning my hair in a couple of sections. Now, so in addition to starting with dry hair, the other thing that is key to having really good twist outs is that when you untwist your hair, you can, but you really don't want to have to separate the twist. Just undoing the twist should give you the look. If that you're having to separate the twist, then essentially you're twisting too large, because when you separate it, you're more prone to get frizz. So I think it's much better just to, they don't have to be tiny, but start with, do your twist small enough so that when you undo them, they're good. So I'm just going to add a little bit of product to my hair. And you guys know I'm pretty heavy-handed with products. I don't feel a need to be stingy with them, so you know, kind of use as much or as little as you feel is necessary. But as you can see from this product, that's part of what I love about it. Instantly detangling, and it's pretty moisturizing. Again, this is mayonnaise, and you know, moisture comes from water. I use Quench to kind of seal in my moisture, but this is great for shingling styles, or if you're trying to do wash and go styles. It immediately kind of conditions your hair and gives you stretch. So once you've run the kind of detangled and added your product, the other key to a perfect twist is make sure that you separate the hair into two evenly divided parts. Because once you start twisting, you want to make sure that you maintain the integrity of each of those sections. If that you don't part them evenly, what you end up doing is I call it borrowing, where you know, you'll get to the end of one and you'll need to borrow hair from the other side because either it's too thin on the one side or not long enough on the one side, and that causes frizz when you undo that. So you want, as much as possible, avoid that. So again, part evenly, maintain the integrity of the different parts, and twist. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and I'll show you guys when I get closer to the end. One thing I am going to to try that's a little bit different. I've never done it. I have to check out the video. I haven't yet, but I hear that Natural85, who's a YouTube queen, she's a great personality, and really, you know, if you catch her with a question, she's always helpful, but she's got great videos. But apparently, I know one of the things that people get frustrated with is kind of once they have the twist, they get frustrated with shrinkage. So at this point, clearly you want to tie it down, but what I'm hearing is that a lot of folks are now taking to wrapping the twist, similar to like when you wrapped your hair, and then tying their hair down. So I'm going to try that. Hey guys, so next morning, gonna undo my twists. And you know, it's the first time I've done where I've wrapped them, so we'll see. That's kind of a little bit new. One of the major secrets to having a good twist out is to make sure your hair is completely dry before you take the twists out. If your hair is moist at all, then even if it's just a little bit moist, when you undo the twist, essentially you're just making kind of a fast track for frizziness. So if your hair is not completely dry, you just want to hit it with a blow dryer for a few minutes until it is. I like to, at this point, just add a little bit of oil. So I'm using my Jamaican black castor oil. I'm going to run it over the twist. And again, just feeding my hair at every opportunity. I need to find some hairpins that don't rust or the black part chip off. I hate that. Be okay. But yeah, you just want to, when you take them out, you almost, I kind of pull mine, and it almost seems like it kind of gets them to start coming undone. You want to just unravel them, or untwist the twist, 2 strands, and that's going to be your style. So, at this point, you know, you got to figure out what you're going to do with them, just kind of leave them down or whatnot. One thing I will do is, because I don't want them to just kind of hang, you know, with the parts in them, I will use like a pick or something just to kind of go through and lift the roots. See, here's one. Lift the roots just a little bit, so that way, you know, I'm not causing frizz, or I'm causing as little as possible, but I'm getting the parts out of my hair and kind of helping to style, kind of stretch them out, you know, fluff them out a little bit. And just that, if that you do have any that you need to separate, if that, you know, they're too big, just that, kind of pull your hair kind of a little bit, and then just as little as possible, just take your finger and split it, hopefully no more than in 2, to give you kind of more volume for the twist.
Journey to my roots. Yeah. Journey to my roots. Yeah. Journey to my roots. Yeah. Journey to my roots, man. You need your head done, holla at 'em. Your head down, yeah, cause you a new girl. The head down, yeah. I'ma show you the steps right down the hair dry, yeah. Gotta quench the thirst, and anything less, well, how you looking worse? Got time for a trip, let's take a journey to my roots. And whatever you try, know it's easy to apply. You want that, need that, long strands feel healthy. Men agree, natural to find sexy. To get there, who said you gotta be wealthy? Your head can look diamonds for the price of rhinestones. Your friend rocking other itch to help her mind go. Natural turn up around like a cyclone. You can do the weave wig or braid it. The more naps, you know it's time to update it. Journey to my bros, have them on their hand like Beyonce. Let me upgrade ya. Finally looking like somebody pays ya. Instead of damn, I guess they going through some major hard times. Make you claim your loved one day. Mind join the ranks of the finally that